Avenue Self-Storage, conveniently located near the Harmon McDonald's. We offer affordable rates, online payments, and auto bill pay for your convenience. Plus gate access daily from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Call us today at 648-7867.
Hey, welcome to In the Zone. Dave Delgado here with Earv Jose, one of the players on the Bank of Guam Men's National basketball team. Man, Guam is getting ready. New Zealand facing them Sunday at the UOG Cabo Fieldhouse. Now, the 12-man roster will be released today, and New Zealand already releasing their 12-man roster. A lot of pros on that team, but, you know, we have our fair share of professional basketball players as well.
Yeah, Coach EJ really prepared us to expect the best team New Zealand's going to put together. Yes, they put their 12-man roster out. Wasn't quite what we were expecting, but nonetheless, we did train for the best and for them to bring the best game that they can possibly bring to the island of Guam. But yeah, we're staying ready.
And our players that came in recently, about Monday evening, were fully assembled. We're going to have a few days under our belts as far as practices and getting ready for the game. But chemistry is something that we're not too worried about because the guys on the team have a strong bond, and we've been on the court together putting in that work.
Yeah, man, we've been playing together for going on almost 2 years now. This was the first time this team has been assembled. But yeah, you're right. Chemistry has been nothing we're shy of. You know, we get together as if we've been playing together for more than 2 years, or we've been playing together every single day. We come together for these tournaments that are special, and we gel. We get our couple practices in, and things come smoothly. Everyone knows their role. Everyone comes in and just plays hard.
And the roster, let's talk about the roster, man. You talk about size, and that's the big thing we've said numerous times in interviews. Jonathan Galloway, 6'10", 6'11", and he said his job is to bring the energy, pull down the rebounds, and just finish around the rim.
Yeah, man, this roster is really, I think, from 1 to 12-man spot. We've got all positions filled. We've got bigs, we've got shooters, we've got guards. We got athleticism. We've got the height. We've certainly got the height this time. So we're well prepared. We've got shot blockers. We've got skilled postmen like Ty Wesley, shooters like J.P. Cruz, Ernest Ross, myself, and experienced veterans Willie Stinnett, Joe Blas, and just guys that's going to come in and bring a lot of energy.
Well, Jericho Cruz plays professionally in the Philippines in the PBA. He's been there for a couple of years. Galloway's playing professionally in Denmark. Ty in Australia. And last year, Ty put up 18 in an exhibition game against the Phoenix Suns, which was pretty good. And McKelly, he's the OG on the team. We talked about it at practice, the veteran on the team. But I think everybody's looking for an edge, I guess, and Ty has gave you guys heads up as far as what to expect against New Zealand because he's played against some of those guys.
Correct. Yeah, he's he's the one guy in the team we look to for advice or scouting report. He's played against pretty much everyone on that New Zealand team, so he's bringing not just leadership but just advice on how to prepare and who to look out for, what do we need to do, how do we mentally prepare for these games, for this particular game against a team like New Zealand.
Want to say what's up to Debbie Davis tuning in, Paul
up,
Diaz
Debbie?
as well. And, I think the main thing is just making sure the public comes out because home court advantage is something we definitely got to take care of. And bringing up the crowd and having that support when guys are kind of a little winded, that energy from the crowd would just kind of take care of the adrenaline.
Yeah, I think just this game alone is going to be very exciting and something the island doesn't want to miss. If for those that have never seen a pro game, this is as pro level game as you would get. Granted, it's not everyone on the Guam team's pro, but the guys that are pro bring that energy and that expectation for us local guys to come, play at that level. And the New Zealand team coming in is just guys that played against NBA players, trained against NBA players in NBA programs. They're just their national program, and so the level of play is going to be probably the highest the island's ever seen. And the fact that we get to host it, and if the fans come out and support, it's going to be great for us, and just kind of allow us to get that momentum we need to play this game.
And it's professionalism all the way around, from the production side, from how things are going to be ran. Props to the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse staff.
Turn it
I
around.
heard the floor looks crazy.
Yeah.
They added more lights, so it's a lot more brighter. So the atmosphere itself is going to be something that fans are going to be able to enjoy.
Yeah, FIBA standards for the facility is quite high, and we're very fortunate. We have a facility like the UOG Fieldhouse, and the amount of time it took for them to turn it around to prepare for this game has just been great. We haven't seen it yet as players. Tonight will be our first practice there in the gym, and so it's exciting to just kind of see the new flooring, the lighting, and it's probably going to feel different, but it's exciting because the whole group of guys will be there tonight, and we'll be able to get on the court and get some shots up, run through our playbook, and just prepare for this Sunday.
Yeah, let's talk about how we're preparing for New Zealand. I know they're definitely going to be bringing the size. The physicality is something that Ty also talked about, just making sure you play through contact and not expecting fouls. Of course, FIBA allows for a little bit more physicality, so I think having that mindset, knowing that, hey, no matter what, let's play. We're not playing for the whistle. We're going to play through and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, New Zealand's always been known to be a physical team, very skilled but also very physical. We never shied away from contact. FIBA, you're right, FIBA does allow a lot of physicality when we play, but there is there's a right way to play and there's a wrong way to play. But those guys are they're just tough, and we got to be prepared for that. I think it's not something that we're gonna come in and shy off of. We're gonna come in and play just as physical, if not more. We do have the size and the personnel to play that at that level and of physicality. But it's exciting. I think anytime we can play an international team like New Zealand, who's gonna bring it, we're ready.
And Guam is we used to be the small team when it comes to Pacific Games. Now we're the big dogs on the block because we're back-to-back gold medalists in the Pacific Games. And what was that like? I mean, coming from a time where we used to walk into the gym like, oh, okay. Now it's like, okay, chest up high, head up high. Now we're the team everybody's gunning for.
Yeah, I mean, just the last 5 years and the development of this program, EJ's really done a great job kind of just setting this team up and finding all the right pieces. So it's nice to go into tournaments and know that we have the size, we have the ability to compete with these higher level teams. It feels good as someone who's been around for the program for a couple of years and has been there where I was playing a power forward spot and now strictly playing shooting guard is great. For guys like myself and the other guys that's been around for years. So it's really a great time to be a part of this program.
And the kids, the younger generation, is definitely looking up to you guys, and I think you guys are paving a way for these kids to realize that, hey, I might not be able to play pro one day, but if I can play for the men's national basketball team, that's going to be an accomplishment within itself.
Yeah, I think the kids looking up to this program and just kind of, for us setting an example, I think they could play pro one day. I think the fact that we get to play with guys like Ty Wesley, Jonathan Galloway, Curtis Washington allows us to play in these type of games and give us that opportunity, not for guys like myself, but for the next generation that is looking to play pro, because we are going to be playing against pro teams in different countries, and so I think there's always eyes out there looking for the next wave of hoopers to come up. And so I think making the Guam team is the closest thing you'll get to playing pro, but it certainly gets you into the door of an opportunity.
And when other teams hear about Guam, I think one thing that stands out is, one, we play with heart, we play with that no fear attitude, and I think our defense, and we're gritty and we grind it out, and we're not, like you said, scared of physicality.
Yeah, I mean, the Guam men's team or just the Guam basketball program has always played with like a chip on their shoulder because we've always been kind of the smaller guys coming into tournaments and leagues. And so the only way we got to beat them is to play harder, play smarter, play quicker, and leverage those things. But now that we have the size and the experience, man, this team is it's just different now, and it's exciting. But also just kind of sets that example for the generation, the youth.
And for those that really don't know too much about the roster of the men's national basketball team, they think, okay, well, these guys are just brought in. But
Yeah.
when you speak to them, all the players on the team are proud to be Chamorro, and they represent, and they really look forward to playing on Sunday and representing for the home crowd.
Yeah, a lot of these guys have sacrificed a lot of time to come down all the way to Guam to play for the island. And you're right, it has to be with a lot of pride. Pretty much everyone on the team that's been added has a lot of ties to Guam. They lived here, they were born here, their parents were born here. And so if there's an opportunity for them to play at a national level, we're happy that it's for the island of Guam and representing us over here, because it just gets us to that next level where we need to be. Yeah, it's exciting to have those guys.
And we definitely need the support because the division we're in, we're pitted with Australia, of course the Hong Kong team, and New Zealand. But in order for us to get out of this round, we have to finish in the top two?
Top two. Yeah, so the top two automatically get into the FIBA Asia Cup, which we're qualifying for. And then the third place teams play in a third place tournament, and then the top four come out of that. We're confident we can make the FIBA Asia Cup, whether it's the top two or in that coming out of that third place tournament. Either way, our goal is to really win a game at a time. We knew Australia is number 3 in the world, or top 5 at least, and they're going to bring it. But we're going to prepare for that. New Zealand, I think, is top 20 in the world, and so those guys aren't coming here to lose either. So but we're going to bring it. The goal is to come out successful this Sunday, and earn us slowly earn us our spot into that FIBA Asia Cup.
And it says a lot for our program, only because you talk about the investment put in for like the Australia side. These guys, they eat, sleep, breathe basketball. For the Guam side, a lot of you guys have 9-to-5 jobs, families, and you're finding time to not only get practice in, but try to live that professional basketball lifestyle.
Yeah, you're right. We, a lot of us on the team do have that day job that we got to, go to. I wish if basketball was something that I can just, eat, sleep, and wake up to, right, every single day. But, we have to find that balance. And, when we clock in for practice or for tournament mode, we're locked in, we're serious, we're preparing, we flip the switch and we're ready to go.
And how fortunate it is to have a place to call home, the National Training Center in Teason. I mean, the facility there, it's somewhere where you guys can just pretty much go in any time of the day and get your shots up.
It's great. It's what the program needed. I think every program needs their own, I guess, headquarters for them to, for kids and for the players to train that's in the program. Because I was there when we were practicing at, we couldn't even find gyms. Jose Rios, even some outside courts. It's the FD Jungle, but it's at 8 p.m. So it was a struggle to get a place to just practice, and prepare for Pacific Games, micro games, or whatever tournaments we had coming up. So the fact that we have our home now, it's great. We can go in anytime, get some shots up. We have a shooting machine. Players are training or doing camps there, and so it's for the program and basketball community. It's really what we needed.
And you can get your tickets at all Foodies locations. The game is scheduled for this Sunday, 5 p.m. at the OG Cabo Fieldhouse. Doors opening at 3. A lot of things going on. There's going to be food trucks, concessions, and a lot of things going on. And just, if you haven't got your tickets, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, it's going to be a big game. It's going to be a big game. It's going to be the biggest game the island has held. You don't want to miss it. A lot of pro players, a lot of high-flying action, just skilled players. If you love basketball.
A lot of dunks, too.
A lot of dunks. Not from myself, but from the other guys on the team and from New Zealand. No. I'm just going to shoot threes. That's all I do. But yeah, no, don't miss the game.
If Chris Paul did it, you can do it.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good game. I'm excited just to be a part of this team. Whether I get in the court or not, I'm just there for, really to support the guys and just help this program. But I'm really looking forward to the game. Yeah, it's just watch and be a part of, man. It's exciting. This is a historic moment for the island.
Talk about history. This is history making in the process.
Yeah, and when we kind of come out with a big W that Sunday, and we hope that the island comes out and witnesses that with us.
All right, well that's gonna do it for us in the zone.